work hard, stay focused, and you can grow from an assistant secretary cadet all the way to a principal secretary. You can grow from an accountant to the accountant general. You can grow from an assistant engineer to the chief engineer roles. So once that is settled, I think our public service will be well motivated and their morale will be boosted and we'll have productivity for the people of Kenya. And we have asking the public service that the people of Kenya want less and less government in the people's lives and more services to the people of Kenya. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much. I think I have nothing useful to add, except to say that we will also free the public service from being political or from being used politically. We will want a professional public service that serves all Kenyans irrespective of their political affiliation. And we will run our politics as politicians and use politicians to run our politics and allow chiefs, assistant chiefs, county commissioners, assistant county commissioners, regional commissioners to serve all Kenyans equally. The current situation where these public officers are being abused and used, sometimes against their own will, to run political errands will come to an end. Political errands will be run by politicians. The public service will deliver services to Kenyans, government services to Kenyans, fairly, without political undertones. I think we have answered all the questions.
Port.
Kuria.
Port.
About the port.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for asking me the most controversial question. But I'm sure you have asked me because you are aware that I was fired as a vice chair of the Transport Committee because of asking questions.
Yeah, I knew you were in the Transport
related
Committee,
to our transport and infrastructure sector, which is one of the sectors that has been bedeviled by an animal known as state capture. It started with the takeover of our ports, berths number 20 and 21 in the port of Mombasa, and giving it to a foreign company by the name of Mediterranean Shipping Company. We were promised that we will get 10,000 seafarers trained and hired by that company. After it was given away, not a single job, not a single Kenyan has been hired for these jobs. We saw it further with a skewed budgetary allocation. When we talk about moving the port of Mombasa to Naivasha, to private land of some people, that is the epitome of state capture. We saw it further in the aviation industry, which you have touched on. The attempts to merge Kenya Airways with Kenya Airport Authority and creating a behemoth that was supposed to create a big enough balance sheet for some people to be able to continue leasing their aircraft to Kenya Airways, which we know. So I've got good news and bad news. The bad news is that it's true that there are reports that the port is gone. The Honorable Musalia Mudavadi and the team elaborated on this yesterday, and only then did our Cabinet Secretary for National Treasury attempt to respond to it. So I have reasons to believe that the port is gone. That's the bad news. But the good news is that within the first 7 days of the Kenya Kwanza administration, we shall reverse all that. And we shall institute investigations into all the market deals, including registering companies abroad and Nairobi Expressway, which you know very well. There are people. It is done by people who are in this government who accuse other people of corruption, and they pretend to be cleaner than Caesar's wife, but they are actually rotten and they are mired in corruption. So I want you to ask Your Excellency, ukishindwa na mtu wa kufanya hiyo kazi, niachia watu nitanyorosha. And let me touch on something that slightly unrelated. Somebody asked about the Hustlers Fund, which is very close to my heart. And somebody asked whether this fund is going to be available for people in Northeastern and our Muslim brothers. Within the Kenya Kwanza team, economic team, we've got a certain experts, one with 20 years local and international experience on banking matters and financial matters, and two who is also an expert in Islamic banking, who is going to work to ensure that even our Muslim brothers access this fund. And that gentleman is known as Moses Kuria. Thank you very much.
And it's not a joke that Moses Kuria actually is an expert in Islamic banking, because he has been in the banking industry and he is a worthy professional in that field. So I think we have made we have answered all the questions. We have already committed ourselves to ensuring that all the port operations that were removed from Mombasa on day one, we are going to reverse and make sure all port operations go back to Mombasa. That commitment we have already made.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. The questions still won't stop coming, but I think we have to come to bring this to a close. And we should have, I think, the next few days to read the manifesto, then ask more questions from an informed position. Okay? But there's still one. I'll just ask. It's okay, it's okay. I'll just ask three more burning questions. One from there.
Good evening. Good evening, Your Excellency. My name is George Mwangi. I'm a freelance photojournalist.
Says you mentioned of the plan to organize the big percentage of the uncollected plastic waste. My question is, what project will Kenya Kwanza bring to make use of all this plastic waste? Current problems with current solutions. And then there's another question on actually this is from online. Amran from Sunderland says, you mentioned, how do we expand Kenya's economic and commercial interests abroad as part of broadening foreign exchange? Bearing in mind, President Biden has also talked about bottom-up. And then there's a question from CI, I think. Okay, we'll get you the microphone finally. We'll get you the microphone. We have to bring this to a close. We'll get you the microphone. And there's one more here. It's actually a compliment, Your Excellency.
Okay.
From Mandos. This is somebody we were with in the Nairobi Economic Forum. And Mandos is actually saying he's very happy. You can stand, Mandos, so that people see you. Mandos, and I was a witness. Mandos is actually saying he's very happy because his proposal on solid waste management has made it to the manifesto. And this is what we mean when we say this is a people-driven process and it's a manifesto that has been authored by the people. Your Excellency, please.
Thank you very much. My names are Eric Omondi, popularly known as Mandos. Going by my second name, it's obvious that I'm good in English, but I'll choose a language that will communicate to both the audience and the people I represent here. During the Economic Forum for Nairobi, I was invited by the Honorable Governor, Mr. Sachs there, and with my team from Nairobi, we laid out a very, very great program on how solid waste can be managed in this country. Today, I've got the belief, because even the incoming president told the incoming governor to stand up so that people can understand what he means by goodwill of the people who deal with solid waste. On that part, I say thank you very much, Chief Hustler.
Thank you, Mandos. I remember you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I remember. On the matter of the film, as we wait for the other person to ask the question there, you've asked me about the film industry, what we're going to do about it. First, we will make sure that we will expedite the passage of the Creative Economy Bill. That Creative Economy Bill will actually give us the film fund, because therein, in the Creative Economy Bill, we have built in a fund. That fund will now make it possible for the film industry in Kenya, first, to ensure that you can have access to modern equipment. You can borrow money, hire, buy modern equipment to build our film industry. You can also, using the bill, it speaks to reviewing policies and charges across counties so that filmmakers are not charged levies and fees in this county and in the next county when they are making their films. We've also established a green channel for filmmakers who want to make their way to Kenya, because there have been impediments on matters to do with their equipment being confiscated at the airport, them not being allowed, being charged huge levies and fees. We are going to review all that so that it makes it much more easy for filmmakers to find their way to Kenya. Because in any case, once they are doing their filming in Kenya, they hire our staff, they eat our food, they sleep in our hotels, they spend their money here. I think that's a bigger benefit than the little fees we have imposed on filmmakers coming to Kenya. So, using the bill, my good brother, we will establish a film ecosystem that is going to make sure that filmmakers have the best environment to deliver on good quality products at rates that are reasonable. There was a question on?
I think that's it. That's it. I mean, thank you.
You asked me something else on...
On foreign policy. Yeah?
On?
Siaya. It's still okay. Siaya wasn't asked. But
Sorry.
Foreign policy, yes. Okay, let's try and get them a microphone.
Okay, let's get... there's a person called Siaya. Okay, the gentleman is there.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Hussein, I want to appreciate you and His Excellency the President. I'm Vitalis Ochieng. I'm from Ahero, a candidate for Ahero Ward, Nyando constituency, Kisumu County. I just had one concern over the production of agriculture. For one, in Kisumu or in Nyando, we are dying. One, we are having factories, sugar factories like Chemelil. We have Moroni and Miwani, which died long ago. I would wish to request or ask if what plan as the Kenya Kwanza we have for these factories, because the life is terrible. Even if somebody may think that Kisumu is okay, but Kisumu is no more. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your question.
Asante sana. Baba, mimi kwa majina naitwa Bernard Odinga, mimi ni candidate huko Rarieda constituency. Na mimi ni mvuvi pia. Sisi kazi yetu ni kufua samaki baba. Kwa ajenda zako hatujasikia tutapata usaidizi namna gani kule Siaya. Kwa sababu baba, unaona mambo ya lake. Sisi tunateswa kule vibaya sana na watu wa Uganda. Hatuna security. Katika serikali yetu hii ya Kenya Kwanza, tutapata usaidizi namna gani baba? Baba, jambo la pili.
Okay.
Nataka kusema tena baba, sisi ni watoto wako kutoka Siaya. Wakati ulikuwa Kisumu nilikuuliza kuja Siaya, ulisema after December. Bado ninakuomba sasa kama candidate yako. Tafadhali, tuko Siaya, tuko na governor Siaya, tuko na women rep Siaya, tuko na makandidate wako wengi Siaya. Baba, kuja Siaya, hata kama ni kura moja tutakupea bwana.
Thank you very much, my good brother. We have a whole chapter on our interventions in the blue economy. And the blue economy, we are, number one, we are establishing the whole blue economy ecosystem.
Uko na watu wengi Siaya.
Sawa bwana Bernard. Ero kamano. So, my good brother Bwana Omondi, the last time we were in the economic forum in Kisumu, you remember very well the subject of the blue economy, what we need to do about interventions in the fishing industry, the kind of fishing gear, the cages, the cage production of fish, and we undertook that we are going to have a comprehensive plan on the blue economy that will leverage on the competitive edge that we have as a country and deploy even the Hustlers Fund to make sure that fishermen and people in that industry not only have access to cold rooms, but also processing facilities for our fish so that we can add value and stop selling our fish raw. So I think we have a plan there. And on your request that I visit Siaya, definitely I will visit Siaya. Definitely. I think we're done. So, good people. Oh yeah, on the interventions on Chemelil, Mohoroni, and Miwani. Let me tell you, what I said about Mumias and Nzoia applies to also those 3 other sugar mills because they are government-owned sugar mills. We will not only write off government debt, but we will also negotiate with all the other stakeholders who have loans, whether they are banks or the other institutions, so that we can pay off those debts, get the sugar mills free of debt, and now begin the journey to make them productive once again, the same way the other private sugar mills are productive. That is the strategy we have, so that we can continue to enhance the incomes of sugarcane farmers as we do for all the other farming communities.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. I think we should bring it to a close now. And we'll have more of such sessions moving forward, hopefully, to talk more about our manifesto and the policies therein. I want to invite Honorable Rigathi Gachagua and Honorable Fatuma Achani as we help the Deputy President now present what we call the plan to the people of Kenya, the Kenya Kwanza manifesto. Okay, hold it. Yeah. A round of applause.
So check. Yes, hello, sound check. Yes. Wapi makofi na vigelegele. All right, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Kenya Kwanza manifesto. on behalf of the all Kenyans.
And the manifesto is being presented to the people. Some of the people that participated in the bottom-up forums, the hustlers. We have Shosho Elizabeth and Saruni.
DJ.
Tumeona mkono wake Bwana. Mengi mazuri tumeyaona, Mungu umetenda, ni kweli wewe muweza. Ulitenda vikijikawa, neno tulatosha, ukisema umetenda. Watumishi wako umewapa yote waombayo, ikiwa umependezwa. Walo hakuna wa kulipinga, hakika wewe ni Mungu wa yote. Yes.
His Excellency is distributing some of the manifesto books. Tafadhali ukipata ni sawa, ukikosa just get it online. For those who will get a copy, it's okay. We are not yet done. Get it in WhatsApp, even in your email. Tafadhali nitaomba tutulie baada ya kupeana.
Hatimaye ni leo, ni siku yetu muhimu, harusi yetu, uwepo wenu yote. Kwetu ni kitu, kwetu ni nyinyi ndugu, leo na kesho.
Harusi maua, ng'ari wanapendeza.
Leo ni furaha, shangwe na furaha.
Harusi maua, tabasamu, suti na shela.
Wacha tufurahi, sote tufurahi. Haikuwa rahisi tufike.
Don't worry, you'll get your copy tomorrow online. Please don't worry. For those who are not going to get, you'll get your copy tomorrow. If you need to get a copy,